the Sunday embargo. If I don't hear anything, one of the nationals doesn't turn their mute off. Okay, fair enough. Nice. So this section now, guys, is the second embargo, which is 10:30 p.m. Saturday evening. So 10:30 p.m. Saturday the 4th. Stuff can be used after this. I don't know if we've got a taker, Rob Draper, from the Mail on Sunday. If you'd like to kick us off, Rob, with the final questions in this final section. Steve Bates, I can see you've got your hand up as well, literally. So,
yeah, hi, Jurgen. When you won the Bundesliga in 2011, obviously you retained it a year later. Was there anything you did then or that summer that was different or special? Because obviously it's different, maybe motivating a bunch of guys who've already sort of achieved what might be considered their goal.
Look, sometimes in life you need to have the problem first before you can have a solution for it. So preparing solutions constantly for problems you never will have, it makes no sense. So we didn't do anything different. No, we lost a player. I think Nuri Sahin, at least that year, and brought in İlkay Gündoğan, which was obviously not a bad replacement. So we didn't do anything bad, but different. What we did do, we trained hard. We were positive about our future stuff, but we didn't expect from ourselves to win the league again. There was no chance, because a big competitor was Bayern Munich, and usually if you beat them, they strike back with all they have, and that's here not different. But after 5 match days, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure after 5 match days we were 7th in the league. And your colleagues in Germany were throwing at us with all they found, like pretty much at home, with pretty much lost focus, not greedy enough anymore, still celebrating, all the obvious bullshit. Let me say it like this, and rubbish. Sorry, the obvious rubbish. And then we won a game away at Mainz 1-0 with a really scrappy goal, like from 50 yards shot, and it rolled through all the legs. And we knew in that moment that's for us the step in that season, because we were not bad in the beginning. We just didn't get the results that can happen in football. From that moment on, this team from Dortmund broke all records so far in Germany. So 81 points in the end, winning or not losing for 23 games or something like that. I don't have the numbers exactly, but we were really in it. So because we were still good, and the boys were 100% in it. And we would have had a chance a year after, but then the team looked completely different. So that's how it is. That's how it is. You don't have to change. You have to do the good things. You have to keep and improve. The not so good things, you have to improve. And that's what you have to do all the time. It's not important what you won last year. It's all about what you maybe can win next year. But we never felt that we have to win the league to show the world we are still on it, because there's a competition and all the other teams can improve, how I said. And it was a great season, but for moments it didn't look like, and everybody started directly criticizing us. So what I learned there, so if I'm prepared for all the things you will say about us, if the next season doesn't start like it should start. But as long as I see in the eyes of my boys that they are ready, they will have absolutely no influence on what people do.
Luke Edwards next, and then we'll go to Steve Bates. Luke Edwards from the Telegraph.
Good afternoon, Jurgen. Just wanted to ask, it's quite interesting how grumpy you were after losing on Thursday night. You said earlier you were grumpy when you got home, you were grumpy when you went to bed, but then you woke up this morning, you were fine. Have you always been like that after every defeat? And is it hard for you to relate to people who react in a different way to a setback?
No. What I always like is, I don't know, I had so many setbacks, and I had for sure, I needed sometimes more than a night, but not much longer. Just because I decided long ago in my life, things I cannot change, I'm not bothered, and I cannot change the result from last night. I only can use it for the next game. That's what I try. But you cannot stop feeling. And a defeat feels really, really average. And so that needs time, but sometimes human beings give themselves too much time to suffer from something which didn't work out, in my understanding. So I don't, like a little bit, I'm not sure if it's 100% right, but like I'm not self-pity. I'm not talented in that. I'm very self-critical and give myself a lot of time, stick for stuff which I don't like. But I was not a lot of time self-pity, because I think as long as I'm healthy, I can be influential on my situation and on our situation in this case. So do I have problems with people who's different? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know a lot of people like in these moments. Who do you meet after defeat? My players listen to me and depend a little bit, I think, on my mood, if I'm right. So if I come in and shout at them like crazy, then we can suffer longer, I would say. If we become really, if we focus on the facts, then you can see, okay, it's done. Boss is obviously not 100% happy, but we work already on a solution. So let's carry on. I don't know. I'm not. I don't expect from other people that they are like me, as much as I don't expect from me that I'm like other people. So easy.
Thank you, guys. I've only got time for 3 more questions here. There's a few to Steve Bates, then Simon Mullock, and then Johnny Northcroft, and then we're going to have to call it. Right.
When do we the Mondays then?
Hi, Jurgen. Steve here.
Hi, Steve.
They like that joke, by the way.
Jurgen, I'm just thinking. Manchester City have lost 8 games this season, which appears pretty incredible when you think of their performance last night. And all season. You've only lost 3 games in 2 seasons in the league. Now that is phenomenal by any standards. Do you expect next season? Do you expect your players to continue that, or is it more in hope that you hope they do, or do you believe that that's so ingrained in them that you expect that from them?
Look, I don't expect perfection for my players and stuff like this. What I want to play the next season as good as anyhow possible. So that's what I expect. Put everything in, and then if you can be very successful, means first, second, whatever, by losing 5 games, I would be surprised. Or by 6, 7, 8 games like City, I would be surprised. But if that's possible, but I would take that after the season, not around these 5, 6, 7, 8 games. So I don't know exactly how it will be. So much. When I look now at the league, then I see so many teams really improving in this moment, and it's a difficult time, so we don't know who takes much risk for transfers, who doesn't do that, and all this kind of stuff. We will see that, but we will make sure that we are ready for a proper competition and a proper challenge. That's what I expect, and not that we become champion with winning 38 games. Otherwise, I'm not happy anymore. So the situation is like the situation is. And you have to make the best of it, and that's what we will do. And these boys are exceptional characters, and I don't even doubt them 1%. I trust them 100%. They are not perfect, and they make a lot of mistakes, and sometimes more decisive than in other moments. But in the end, they always strike back. Since I know them, they always improve. They always strike back. They always understand. They always are thoughtful. They think about the stuff, and so we go. What we get for it, we never knew before, and we will not know next year. That's why I said we will not defend the title. We will attack the next one without knowing if we get it.
Thank you.
So then Simon Mullock and then Johnny Northcroft.
Hi, Jurgen. We spoke to a few of us spoke to James Milner last week, who said that the key to defending the title, in his opinion, is for the players to improve. Now, I'm just wondering, how do you improve as a coach? How do you find those marginal gains that actually improve you as a coach? Where do you look for those? Where do you look for those improvements?
In the daily work, the new situation, ask for an improvement, ask for that. It's like how do other teams react on us? We have to be prepared for that. We have to. If I improve as a person, I don't know, but the things we learn, that's for sure. So we have to learn things. We learn things by the things that happen around us. That's it. But if there's a lot of space for improvement, in my case, by watching more football games, probably yes. It's that's how it always was since 20 years. I became pretty much every year a better manager just because I invested more time over the years in it, and I never stopped being interested. That's how it is. But reacting in specific moments, having better messages informations for the boy, help them more. That's what we have to improve 100%. We are there on a pretty interesting level meanwhile, but it's still possible to make it better. We know that. I know that directly after the game. I said before the game, I said not before the game, I said long ago, if we win, I think the boys are, I see it, the boys are responsible. If we lose, it's my message. I'm responsible because my message was not clear enough. So we lost last night 4-0. Obviously, I have a lot to improve for these things. And did I think about defensive throw-ins when I think about defending throw-ins when I think about Man City? Honestly, not too much. So that's the truth as well. So it was for sure my fault as well.
Thank you.
And final question, Johnny Northcroft, and then we can go. Johnny, finish it up.
Hi, Jurgen. Apologies for asking a question that is partly about another team, really, but your respect and your admiration for Manchester City is very clear. I just wondered what you think about their chances in the Champions League now, and I know you care about English football, whether you think them winning the tournament after you've already won it last year would be a good thing for the Premier League.
I think for me, the two big favorites in the competition left are Bayern and Man City. That will be an interesting game. So Bayern played obviously a very impressive season in Germany before lockdown, after Hansi Flick took over. It was really impressive what they did, and these are the two favorites. That I don't know exactly how it could happen if we'll see semi-final or whatever. The competition will be really interesting because it's completely new. But when you see Man City, when you see the squad depth, everybody needs luck. I said it before, if you want to win a Champions League, you should have your best lineup ready for the final, if that's possible. And then you have these two teams a good chance. Not that the other teams have no chance, but I really think these two teams are the favorites. So, yes, massive chance, obviously. But how is that? Even in the game last night, which City won deserved, we should have scored 3 goals, not to forget. So we should have, and we would have on a normal day, we scored 3 goals in that game. And then they have so much quality, but no team in the world is perfect. City is not, Bayern is not, we are not, but you need to be nearly perfect in decisive moments to win a Champions League, obviously. And that's, I will watch it, the little tournament. Yeah, it's really interesting, but unfortunately, we have nothing really to do with it this year.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. Thank you, boss. Leave it there. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Jurgen.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks, Jurgen.
I stay here now. I'm already here since 2.5 hours.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.